Hello, everybody. Welcome again to Touchline Talk. Good to see everybody again. It's another beautiful day, and today, lots of matches going on around Europe. And as we all know, it's getting intense almost every day. And we are at the point in the month of the season, the time of the season when you just have to be on top of your game, or else you are gone. And if you are just joining us for the first time, this is Touchline Talk. And on Touchline Talk, it's all about football. It's all about the beautiful game. It's all about all that is going on right now. Today, we're going to talk about all the matches, and especially we'll be doing a live watch along the game between Arsenal and Newcastle. But for now, we'll give you the roundup, the scores, and all the matches going on right now in Europe. And let's start with the Premier League. The Premier League has been one that everybody is focused on right now because we are still here to get who the champions are going to be. Arsenal, should I use the word embarrassed? Or should I say they disappointed a lot of fans? And at the point they were leading 9 points, and suddenly, guess what? Arsenal are second. Can you imagine that? Leading all this while on top of the league for all these months, for all these days, for all this week, just at the critical moment, at the most important moment, they have found one thing. So right now, they have the opportunity to go back on top. At least till Manchester City play their outstanding games. But they have no choice right now. Just like Mikel Arteta has said, 5 games to go, and those 5 games are like the Premier League has started all over again. Because right now, Manchester City, Arsenal are on the same point, the same goal difference. Manchester City had all the opportunity in the world to quickly turn things around, score more goals, but they could only score just 1 goal against Burnley. And that shows you how tough the Premier League is. It's not an easy thing that, oh, I'm going to win this and yeah, you are going to win that. You are going to get so points there. Good to see you. So thanks for joining us. Thank you, Dino King. You are welcome. If you are just joining us, please don't forget to give us the thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share, comment. It goes a long way. We'll be discussing all about football. Let me know your opinion. Let me know what you think about what exactly is going on with Arsenal. It could be Arsenal, it could be Liverpool, it could be Chelsea, because all these teams, they don't have their own issues. Right now, everybody's talking about Arsenal because Arsenal has been on top for a very long time. But something is going on under the radar, and that is Chelsea not doing what they are supposed to do. And in a long while, they've not even been able to shout, it's a goal. They've not been able to score any single goal. And they did what? They did the needful. They sacked their manager. And with Chelsea, we know that's nothing new. They always do that. They will be having their 3rd manager in just a single season. And they are good with that. The difference between Chelsea and Arsenal is that Arsenal, I don't know why they give their coaches long rope opportunity. Maybe things might change. And that's why Arsenal is where they are right now. They are giving Mikel Arteta that opportunity. Maybe things might change or maybe things might get better, but I don't think they will want to go the route they went to when Arsene Wenger was still the manager. He spent lots of years at Arsenal before he was, should I say, forced out. He was finally out. And this time around, this guy is coming, keep coming second, keep coming second. Apart from the FA Cup he won in his first season with his own team he has built, he has not been able to win anything. And Chelsea, to me, looks like a team who is more ambitious, who is ready to turn things around, and that's why they win stuff. Because if your manager is not performing, pushing outside, if a player is not doing well, why keep bunch of average players? To me, that's the predicament that this guy is going through right now. Chelsea is going through right now. Arsenal, so to say, lots of average players. To me, that's the way I see it. When you keep going to keep bunch of average players, then you always have issues. You all have problems. Because the likes of Trossard, I don't know what they're still doing in that team. The likes of Martinelli, the likes of Ben White, these are players who have paid their dues. But this is a team that wants to improve. And if you want to improve, you go for the best. There's nothing like sentiment. There's nothing like, oh, this guy has played for us so well. He's been with us in a long time. And you're coming to keep a bunch of average players. Look at the case of Manchester City. By the end of the year, more or less, we could say they were struggling. Their players, the defense was in shambles. Things were not working the way they wanted. And they looked around that, who can we poach? And they got Semenyo and they got Guel, one of the best defenders, and Semenyo, one of the best attackers. And to me, personally, that was what turned things around for Manchester City. They did what they needed to do. And things became better for them. And where are they right now? Topping the league. If Arsenal wins, to me personally, right now, it's not in the hands of Arsenal. Everything is in the hands of Manchester City. It depends on how Manchester reacts to these last 5 games. And from history, we know what they can do. So before we talk more about the Premier League, about Arsenal's predicament, Chelsea's problems, Liverpool's problems, let's give a rundown of what the scores are right now. There's a wonderful match, and these are example of teams that they know what they want, they go for it. Bayern Munich today, very good example. They are in the Champions League. To me, at the beginning of the season, Arsenal and Bayern Munich were on the same level. Arsenal made them and defeated them blue-black, 3-1. Who can do that? But right now, I can never bet that Arsenal will be able to withstand Bayern Munich. Because with the level Bayern Munich is right now, I don't think Arsenal will be ready to meet them. Well, it's a Champions League, it's a cup competition. Things can happen because it's just a one-off game. If you're on top of your game, good for you. And if you make any dirty mistake, you can begin to bite your fingers. So, on paper, to me, right now, Bayern Munich are number 1 team right now. Maybe on PSG. But with the level Arsenal is right now, I don't think they can withstand, they can stay beside Bayern Munich. They are not on the same level right now, as of today. I'm not talking of tomorrow, but as of today, they are not on the same level. Look at a typical match. First half, Mainz were leading Bayern Munich by 3-0. Another team will have collapsed. Truly, most of their players there I'm sure they were resting their players for their semi-final Champions League game against PSG. They put us some not regulars, 1 or 2 regulars, or most of them were not regulars. They were down 3-0. And the second half, They put their top stars and everything turned around. And before you know it, Arsenal, Bayern Munich were leading 4-0. They scored 4 goals. And they won again 4-3. Other teams normally will have collapsed and that will have been the end. So tell me, Arsenal cannot defeat Southampton. Arsenal cannot beat Bournemouth at home. Arsenal cannot defeat Manchester City, who's already out of the Champions League. How will they be able to defeat Bayern Munich? A team who scores like there's no tomorrow. They score goals, plenty of goals at that. So to me, Arsenal just has to wake up if they want to salvage anything from this season. Because right now, things are not working out fine. So in the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich, who have already won the Bundesliga, by the way, they went down 3-0 and they fought back and won the game 4-3. Very good one for them. Very good one. In the Premier League, we all know everybody's fighting for the top 5 positions because the top 5 goes to the Champions League. And Aston Villa, who were third before the start of this match, they lost to Fulham 1-0. And right now, they've dropped to 5th. Let me confirm. Aston Villa dropped to 5th position. And it's becoming tighter and tighter. They are on 58 points. And good one for opportunity for Manchester United, who will be playing later against Leeds United. It promises to be a tough one. Liverpool, good for them. They won their game. Liverpool won against they won their game against Crystal Palace. So typically looking at all this, at this point of the season, you have to be on top of your game if you know you want to do anything tangible. Manchester United will be playing against Brentford. They will play against Brentford. So for Liverpool, right now they are still playing. The game is still going on. Liverpool are leading Crystal Palace by 2-1. I hope everything works out with them because if they are not careful, they are back to where we start from. So West Ham right now are also 3 minutes to go. They are leading Everton by a lone goal. And Tottenham Hotspur, they need that win more than anything because to avoid relegation, this is all their remaining matches at this time of the season is a must win. Right now, they are leading at the bottom of the league team, Wolves, by a lone goal. I hope they are able to hold on and get those 3 points because last time out, they dropped points at the last moment. And this is a must win. Right now, Everton has equalized. So it's 1-1 right now with West Ham and Everton. That's a good one opportunity for Tottenham Hotspur because because right now the fight to me personally is between Tottenham and West Ham. Either of them is going on relegation. So right now, Tottenham has jumped to 17th position. They are on 34 points. West Ham have dropped to the relegation zone. They are also on 34 points. But the goal difference, it's where the game is. The goal difference is -10 for Tottenham and -17 for West Ham. So if things stays this way, good one for Tottenham. They'll be out of the relegation zone. But if West Ham are able to pull something out and win this game, oh my God, it's going to go to a wire. So right now, both of them are on 34 games, 4 games more. And right now, just like I said, it's all about consistency. If you remain consistent, good one for you. You will stay top. So right now, those games are still going. Liverpool are leading Crystal Palace 2-1, and 2 minutes to full time. West Ham and Everton are drawing one. They're on 90 minutes. Wolves and Tottenham Hotspur are leading by a lone goal. So going to La Liga, and that is also a 2-horse race between Barcelona and Real Madrid. The question now is, will Barcelona collapse? I don't think so. Right now, they are leading Getafe by 2-0, courtesy of Lopez and Rashford. Rashford just scored. Nice one there. So after 33 games, Barcelona are leading with 85 points. Real Madrid are second on 74 points. Yesterday, Real Madrid, they dropped points again. And more or less, the way I'm seeing it, they've given up and handed everything over to Barcelona. Good one for them. So today there will be the FA Cup between Manchester City and Southampton. This is the same Southampton that Arsenal were finding it difficult to beat. And it's now up to Manchester City. Let's see what they play. To me personally, that's none of our business. Nothing good is coming out of that game. We are getting set. And let's look at the lineup for the Arsenal and Newcastle game. It's ready right now. And in goal will be, as usual, David Raya. Anything less would have been a disaster. Ben White is starting on the right, still right full back for the day. William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes, they are appearing as usual. Piero Nkape will be playing the left back. In midfield, we have Martin Odegaard, Martin Zubimendi, and Declan Rice. In the attack, we have Noni Madueke, Kai Havertz, and Eberechi Eze on the left side. Good one, and that's the lineup for Arsenal. And on the bench, we have Mosquera, Bukayo Saka is on the bench, Gabriel Jesus, Gabriel Martinelli, Kepa Azpilicueta, Victor Gyokeres, Leonardo Trossard, Luis Kelly, and Max Doman. Because for me, I still don't understand why this guy doesn't want to use Max Doman. Actually, he's 16-year-old, but at this stage, he plays with men, so he should be able to hold his own. There are some players who started very young, so there's no reason to say, oh, this guy, at least use him. If it's 30 minutes, if it's 20 minutes, he still doesn't use him. You keep using player like Noni Madueke you got from Chelsea, and the guy even doesn't know where the goal line is. All he does is dribble. At the end of the day, he goes for a touch. To me, and Gyokeres, to me, I still believe it. Gyokeres is one of the top strikers, but the way Mikel Arteta is using him is a zero. He's not using him properly. So all the excuse that right now is starting Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz, who couldn't even score against Manchester City. Had like 2 opportunities, couldn't score them. Even if he scores today, I don't care. Because the last time out, he couldn't. Now when things are almost getting out of hand. So what do you think we're going to do about that? My own is, there's no argument about that. All they need to do, win their games. Win the remaining games. There's no excuse because Manchester City, I still don't see what's going to stop them, except it has been written that Arsenal are going to win this league any other way it comes. But to me, I don't see any magic happening. So, ladies and gentlemen, fingers stay crossed. And let's see the 4-3-3, the usual 4-3 formation of Mikel Arteta. And let's see how that plays out against Newcastle. In Newcastle, in their defense, they have Luis Meli, Malik Tor, Sven Botman, Dan Bonn. In midfield, we have Joe Willock, Sandro Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes. In attack, we have Jacob Murphy, William Usula, and Jacob Ramsey. Okay. We are going to see how that plays out. We're going to see how that plays out. But both of them are playing the 4-3-3 formation and definitely promises to be exciting. Saka back into this squad. We'll see. We'll see how that plays out with the team. Please, if you're just joining us, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up. Wow. West Ham has scored. West Ham has scored and they have put Tottenham back into the relegation. Just like I said, it's going to be a fight between West Ham and Tottenham. One of them will definitely be relegated. That would be a disaster. Even though Tottenham are leading, just hope they don't drop more points. West Ham are leading Everton by 2-1. Liverpool also, they're leading 3-1. Courtesy of Wets scored the third goal. Isaac is back with a bang, scoring. Good one for him. I thought this guy would be away for almost forever. It is good one for him. He's back to prove things, but definitely it's going to be a tough one. That's one thing about the Premier League. The relegation battle and the championship battle is going to be intense. With these 5 games remaining, it's going to be a tough one. 4 games remaining, 5 games remaining, depending, but definitely. But what Arsenal needs to do is just win their games. That's all they need. Win their games. And that's the most important. And when you're able to win your games, good one for you. And right now, Tottenham, it's up to them if they don't drop more points. But with West Ham winning, definitely going to be a tough one. So let me quickly look at who would Tottenham be playing next. So West Ham will be going to Brentford in their next game. Wow. And Aston Villa will be hosting Tottenham. And remember, Aston Villa are fighting to stay in the Champions League position. West Ham doesn't want to go on relegation, but my, it's going to be a very, very tough one for West Ham and Tottenham. So we are waiting for the Arsenal and Newcastle game. We'll be on in about 30 minutes. It's going to be a tough one. So just joining us, please don't forget to subscribe. It goes a long way. Liverpool's game has ended and they were able to win 3-1. West Ham and Everton are still on. West Ham still leading 2-1. Wolves and Tottenham still on. Tottenham are leading 1-0. And those two teams, they need all the points they can get. They need the full 3 points. And I hope they remain what's the word I want to use? I hope they remain consistent. Exactly. Consistent. So right now in the Premier League, Manchester City, after 33 games, 70 points. They are leading. Second is Arsenal, after 33 games, 70 points. Goal difference, both of them, +37. In third position is Manchester United. After 33 games, they have 58 points. Liverpool, after 34 games, 13 goal difference, +13 goal difference, they also have 58 points. Things are so tight at the top. Liverpool are fourth with 58 points. Aston Villa are fifth with 58 points. So Brighton are sixth with 50 points. Bournemouth seventh, the last champions, the last European Championship position, Bournemouth 49. Chelsea are eighth. That's the most surprising one. I remember when they were still fighting with Arsenal for the top position, and right now Chelsea are eighth position. I can't believe my eyes. That's one thing with football. You just have to remain consistent, stable, and ready to do whatever you can do. So let me know in the comment section, who do you think most likely is going to win the game between Arsenal, and let me know your predictions. What's going to happen between Arsenal and Newcastle? Is it a win, a draw, or a loss for Arsenal? Or is it going to be a win for Newcastle? Only time will tell. In about 30 minutes, the game will start. But one thing is certain, looking at this If anything other than a win happens, Arsenal is finished. That's the way I see it. Anything less, they are finished. There's no two ways about it. So I put a poll out there. Is it going to be a win for Arsenal, draw, or a loss? Let me know. One of the news people are talking about right now is Lamine Yamal, because just like I said, at this time of the season, if you sustain an injury, if you are not careful, your season might be over, and your chances of going to the World Cup, if your country is going to the World Cup, of playing will be zero, because any injury right now. And during midweek, Barcelona's match, Lamine Yamal scored a penalty, and they pulled his hamstring, so we think, and there has been speculation of what could be wrong. Is he out, or how long is he going to be out? Will he still be able to play? And right now, we don't even know how long he's going to be out. And the World Cup is almost here. It's just around the corner. And just like I said, if you don't play that game, if he's not well treated, things will not work out fine. Things will not work out fine. But we're still keeping our fingers crossed, and let's see how that's going to play out. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still waiting for the Arsenal Newcastle game. Definitely promises to be an exciting one. So, fingers crossed and hoping for the best. But definitely, we're watching it with just one eye. Let's see what Arsenal is going to do. What are they going to do? That's the biggest question of the season, because they've disappointed many, no doubt. So right now, just like we said, it's now on top. They remain on top. As it is. And one thing with this Premier League is that Arsenal will play 2 home games, opportunity to go 6 points clear before even Manchester City kick any ball for the Premier League. And their next game will be against next game, Manchester City's next game will be against Everton. Promises to be a tough one, no doubt. All these teams are all fighting to get into the European spots. And Arsenal, they have the opportunity to beat Newcastle and Fulham, but it's easier. Better, it's so alarming. Better said than done, because it's easy for them to win their games. At the end of the day, nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. And for the bottom side, good one, West Ham. They won their own game. Tottenham won their own game. And this promises to be tough games next for these teams. Brentford and Aston Villa. Just like the battle between Manchester City and Arsenal is going to be tough. Definitely the battle between West Ham and Tottenham is going to be exciting like that also. No doubt it's going to be exciting. But fingers crossed, we'll see how that plays out. We'll see how that plays out. I'm not expecting anything spectacular from Arsenal against Newcastle, but what can we do? Just watch and wait and see how that plays out. Just like I said, at this time of season, it's always tough. Real Madrid coach Alvaro Abello said Kylian Mbappe felt discomfort before asking to be substituted during Friday's 1-1 draw at Real Betis. His result, which was a major blow to Madrid's hope of staying in the La Liga title race. So the question now is this guy injured or not? Because we don't want to miss him at the World Cup. And the World Cup promises to be an exciting period. And with the likes of Mbappe, everybody wants to see him. So is Mbappe staying? Is he going to be injured for a long time, or is he going to still play his game? But one thing is that he's injured. And for how long? We don't know yet. He said Mbappe asked to be withdrawn late in the second half and was taken off in the 81st minute, heading straight to the dressing room and being replaced by Gonzalo Garcia. I have no idea what's wrong with Mbappe, Abelua said in his post-match news conference. He felt more discomfort. We will see how he evolves over the next few days. And sources told ESPN that initial indications that Mbappe suffered a strain of his left hamstring. You know, at this time of the season, it's always hamstring when things are not working fine. Players are exhausted, tired, and fatigue sets in. And when fatigue sets in, various forms of injury comes into play. And I know if France should lose him for the World Cup, it's going to be a disaster. But hopefully they have the best medical team. I think they will know how to deal with that. No doubt. They will know how to deal with that. So the World Cup is intensifying. Everybody's getting ready. The Arsenal-Newcastle game starts in less than 15 minutes. Few minutes to go. Let me give a rundown on the highlights, the lineup for the game. And according to news, Saka is back. He's back on the bench. I hope he's injured, because definitely I know the Calcutta is going to do that. He's going to introduce him at some point in the game. And the prayer and for most Arsenal fans is he performs, because this year he has performed below standard. This season has been poor for him. David Raya in goal, Ben White, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Pierre Happy, Martin Odegaard, Martin Zubimendi, Declan Rice, Noni Madueke, Kai Havertz, and Iberichi Eze. Iberichi Eze. Good one. And the substitutes are Mosquera, Saka, Jesus, Martinelli, Kepa, Victor Gokores, Leonardo Trossard, Skelly, and Max Doman. And on the Newcastle side, we have Nick Pope in goal. Nick Pope, Louis Smiley, Matic Tau, Sven Botman, Dan Bond, Bruno Guimaraes, Sandro Tonali. And that's another player that we don't even know if Arsenal are interested. They should be getting. Those are players that you need to go for, because right now Arsenal needs more enforcement in the central midfield. Joe Willock, Jacob Murphy, William Osula, and Jacob Ramsey. Definitely two teams with poor, how do I say it now? Poor games. Their last 5 games. Their last 5 games, Arsenal was only able to win one and draw one. For Newcastle, they were only able to win one. So they look almost similar. So this Sandro Tonali, he's 25 years old, plays for Italy. His height is about 181 centimeters. So I don't know why Arsenal doesn't want to go for this guy. Just relying on average players for what? You have not won the league in a long time. To me, that's the way I see it. You have not won the league in a long time. Then go for the necessary. Go for it. Instead of dwelling on players that would not do any good. Also, some other news: Benfica's Prestiani gets 6-match ban for anti-gay conduct towards Vinicius Jr. Remember the controversy between Benfica and Real Madrid, which involved Vinicius Jr. and Prestiani from Benfica. So UEFA has on Friday handed Benfica's Gianluca Prestiani a 6-match ban for anti-gay conduct towards Real Madrid's Vinicius Jr. during their Champions League match in Madrid, with 3 of those matches suspended for a 2-year period. The ban also includes the 1 match Prestiani served as a provisional suspension in February. So unless it triggers the suspended 3-match ban, he will actually be sidelined for only 2 further games. Anyway, we're waiting for the Arsenal. The Arsenal Newcastle game. That's the most important thing right now. Less than 5 minutes. Game. It's game on. So, ladies and gentlemen, the game is about to get on the way at the Emirates. And this is a must win for us now. This is a must win game. As you all know, Arsenal dropped to second on Wednesday when Manchester City won 1-0 at Burnley. And that's all they needed. So the captain for today will be Martin Odegaard, as usual, being the captain. But recently, it's not been consistent. To me personally, it's not been doing what he needs to do. So, exchanging their pleasantries, and the game is about to begin. And no doubt, it's a must win. This game today tells a lot. It's more or less like a decider. Do you know what you are doing, or you are just giving up? Because for me, how will you lead all this while and suddenly lose at the most critical time? No. Because it happened. This is the fourth time this kind of thing is happening. Then, if it happens again this season, there should be an overhaul. Something is actually wrong. So, we'll see what they are going to do. Game is underway right now, so we keep our fingers crossed and let's see what they are going to do, what Arsenal is going to do. Oh my God. Newcastle almost opened the score there. Just imagine at the last moment, the guy lost his footing. Just like we said, they're already beginning to play what they know how to do best. How will you run at your defense like that and move and you are not able to stop it? Well, Arsenal are still with the ball. It's a 90 minutes game. So even if they score, this can happen. Ooh. Throw into Arsenal right now. The guard with the ball. Let's see what he's going to do with the ball. Oh my God. Misplaced pass. That would have been a disgrace. That would have been a disaster had it been Newcastle opened that score just that early, just like that. That would have been a disaster. But right now, Newcastle are with the ball, passing their ball, the back line. Because looking at this, Arsenal that's under pressure, Newcastle aren't under any pressure. They're playing their game, they enjoy themselves. Just like what happened at against Bournemouth. I hope that same thing doesn't happen. To me, I'm not trying to be insensitive, but if you need this game, Arsenal should be the one to be on top right now with the ball, constantly mounting pressure, and they've not been able. The few times they've gotten the ball, they were boxed out by Newcastle. I think that's easy. Okay, passing from the back as usual. The back passes are the ones to me that are very annoying. It was a nice attempt by Newcastle. They mean business. So let me know in the comment section who do you think is most likely to win this game? Is it going to be Arsenal, Newcastle, or is it going to end in a draw? Right now, Arsenal are being bossed. They've been bossed off the game. That's one there from Nkapi. He got a throw in there after Newcastle trying to attack. We have not attacked their field yet. To me, I'm just beginning to give hope for this Arsenal team. They are not. They are not pressing anybody what they are played right now. Okay, it's an opportunity for an attack. Allow the attack to fizzle out. Yeah, Arsenal has got in a corner right now. Let's see how that's going to play out. Corner for Arsenal. Taking forever to play a corner. Right now, with the way things are going, I don't think it's going to be an easy game for Arsenal. Let's just accept that fact. It's not going to be an easy one for them. Arsenal has got another corner, and let's see how that's going to play out. No doubt. Let's see what's going to come out from this corner. Oh, nice goal from AZ there. Nice goal from a corner. Layout. What a goal. Nice goals, no doubt. But the question is, what happens from the day onward? My own is they should now sit down, sit back, and rest on their and all their hard work, because it's easy to say, oh no. Because in, in situations like this is what Arsenal need. Go for the neck right now. Score as much goal as possible, because these are one of the things that will matter at this time of the season. Goals, plenty of goals. Use all the opportunity. Not just go sit back and relax and hoping something tangible will come out. Because if you are not careful, you concede. Because Arsenal are good at that. Then next you see them going back to defend their goal. It's not about the points only now. It's about the goals also. Two things are involved right now. The goals, and the point also. So at least Arsenal are leading 1-0. See where that plays out, where that goes, where that's going to end. But for me, it goes beyond Arsenal. It's all of Manchester City now. Win all your games as much as possible. Get the full points. Get more goals. That's what Arsenal needs at this point of the season. There's no excuse. There's no excuse whatsoever. Right now, it's still Newcastle. All Arsenal needs to do is press them, get back the ball, and go for more goals. As much as possible, as plenty goals as possible. No excuse whatsoever. No excuse. More goals, more goals. Newcastle are probing. Newcastle are probing. They've gotten a runner very close to the box in Arsenal's half. Let's see what they are going to do with it. But for me, Arsenal should still be the one pressing, because at this stage, just like we said, the league has just started. Points necessary, goals also necessary. Yeah, caught Baraya. Oh my God. I hope error doesn't happen. I was trying to pull out, but that was blocked. That was totally blocked. What was he trying to do there? No, that's my own point. There's some things that you just have to be careful at this stage, because you don't make unnecessary. Because had it been trying to pull out and the ball hits a player and go back, because exactly that was what happened between Donnarumma and Kai Havertz last week. You're almost doing the same thing. If that hits the player and goes in, what do you expect? To me, they will count it. That will count in as a goal. So this is an opportunity for Arsenal to mount more pressure and score more goals, because that's what we need at this stage of the season. Okay. Oh my God, they lost the ball again. These people, Newcastle, charge them. Get the ball back. You need more goals. One goal is not enough. You need more goals as much as possible. If he's 6-0, get the ball from him. Oh my God. Still, Newcastle are still with the ball. Oh no. Cross for Newcastle to the right flank. Cross into the box. Cross from Newcastle. Arsenal with the game now. Oh my God, he lost the ball. Arsenal can't even get out of their own half. This is crazy. Back. They can't even get the ball out of their own. Oh, referee has blown. Started Tonali. These are players that you just have to get. If you know you want to win something, you have to get it. This is Touchline Talk, people. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It goes a long way. You're watching the Arsenal Newcastle game. Oh my man. Newcastle mean business. To me, Arsenal should be the one fighting because they should be the one that means business. You are the one who wants to win something. Okay, let's see. See what they are going to do. Now it's Arsenal just passing at the back. Ooh. That was a nice kick. What's happening to the midfield? To me, if Arsenal means business, Newcastle doesn't have any business with the ball. This is beginning to look like exactly what happened during the Carling Cup final. It was all at the stage of the season of the match. It was all Scott Baraya. Oh my God. Nobody up front. 17 minutes gone. Newcastle are still with the ball. Can you imagine that? It's Newcastle in the box now. Ooh, Baraya. That was a nice cross from Willock. No, that's the most annoying part. All these back passes. For what? Go ahead. You need more goals. Definitely going to be a tough game for Arsenal. My only fear is they need more goals. When the second goal comes in or the third goal, they begin to become more relaxed. But we know second goal, as this progresses, is going to be a tough one for them. Things will get more and more intense, will get more and more tough. All Arsenal need is more goals. No question, no argument about that. Nick Pope, Newcastle right now, Newcastle. Arsenal get that ball back. That's what we need. Nice cross from Newcastle. Yeah, that's Raya's ball. Yeah, use the ball and move forward. Yeah, I don't have any. Nice cross. Who's that with the ball? Oh no. It was a weak one from Madwe Case. Oh no. This guy, I don't even know what to qualify him with. I don't know what to qualify him with. But at least he's making up the numbers. That's the way I see it. That was a weak for. Two of you, if you should free kick to Newcastle on the edge of the table of the box, brought down by William Saliba. He had two defenders there. Let's see what they do with their free kick. Because to me, they are getting more opportunities than is necessary. Let's see what's going to come out of this. Misplaced shot from Newcastle, goal kick to Arsenal. Arsenal, 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 Arsenal. One of the most intense things in football is if you want things to be easy for you, get the right players. Well, I don't want to believe that I know much more than Mikel Arteta, but you should know when players are average. For me to see that, you have seen more. There's some players that they don't have any business being in that team. They just don't have any business. I don't know what they are still doing there. Yeah, opportunity for us now. No, oh my God, that looks like a corner. A throwing. Yeah. Arsenal on the ball right now. Oh my God. Missed that. Why is this guy missing more opportunities? He's getting a lot of opportunities and he's not able to utilize it. Oh no. Kai Havertz, Adueke. Oh my God. Block shot. You plug my phone. It needs some charging. We see Saka warming up right now. Nothing more, nothing less. Just a goal. Ladies and gentlemen, 28 minutes gone. It's Arsenal right now. Newcastle on the move. Let's see what's going to come out of that corner to Newcastle, considered by Saliba. Looks like he's Scrabble there. Hmm. Newcastle really mean business. They look like we are serious. It's 1 minute gone. He's down injured. Tanuka Habas, I hope it's not. Well, good. At least we have Victor Gokeres. So Kai Havertz is out and Gokeres is in, and let's see what's going to happen. Gokeres will lead the line right now. So fingers crossed. And let's see how that plays out. Arsenal needs another goal just to make things. And funny enough, at this stage of the season, what we need most is everybody to be fit. But Calaba's going out injured right now. It's not a good one. It's not a good one at all. So far, so good. It's been a good day for Arsenal. At least they're leading by a lone goal, and I hope it stays that way. And thanks for watching. See you on my next video. It's been Touchline Talk. And as usual, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share. It goes a long way helping us grow. Until next time, see you.